here in the KCIW radio station here in Brookings, Oregon, right on the southern coast of Oregon. And we're right at the ocean, having a lovely day. Every day in Brookings is beautiful. It really is. We're very fortunate to be in this banana belt of Brookings, right at the base of Oregon.
And the Chetco.
In the Chetco, yeah, the coastline of the Chetco. We're really, really, really fortunate. And listeners, if you're not from this area and you're tuning in from some other faraway land, we thank you for taking the time to listen and hear all about this special little place in the world. And mostly we're here to hear from you. So if you have some questions or comments, please call 541-661-4098. Soon enough, I'll figure out where that phone number goes to. But for the time being, hopefully, it goes to the Quality Living Show with Peaceful Support. I am Amanda Whittemore, and we have a really special guest, Ben McQuade, and we did so good. We had so much fun that we're pretty much just going to invite Ben on to be a co-host here on the Quality Living Show. And, you know, he can chime in or tune in anytime he wants and pop on a show, do what he wants. So that's just what's really going to expand the quality of quality living.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Because you, as we talked about before in our first show, definitely do that. So if I can be a part of that in any way, that is fantastic.
Yeah. We got it happening, got it going on, and there's, tons of airspace. And a lot of us talk about, there's a gentleman who came on who did the Comic-Con at the Elks Lodge and a couple other places. Do you know about that show?
I do not.
Yeah, so it's
I know
where...
about the Elks Lodge, but not the Comic-Con.
Okay, so all the gamers who do cards and have fun and dress in anime costume or play the game, do all that, board games, card games, all the things. It's a huge activity and it's super big out there in the world, biggest production I've ever seen is Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if you've seen it in other movies, but we have one here in Brookings, Oregon. And it comes up usually in March. And when he was on the show, we were really all about pushing a card game show here on the radio. I just thought it would be so fitting. There's another couple other people. The guy who owns Whimsical Gifts. Mm-hmm. Right there next door to us, a couple doors down here on Main Street. And Vincent is his name, not the guy. Sorry, Vincent. We love you. And he was in here on our show also as a guest. And just even with all of them, even if they rotated host or co-host or character personalities of the radio program, I just feel that there's so much more airtime and so much more available space that when we collaborate and we collectively work together, we can set the pieces, and as it gets, exponentially grander than us, then we bring more shows, and that's always welcome too.
And healthy living comes in so many ways.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Like a card game, for example. My brother in Junction City, Brian, you're going to love this. Because he's into that as well.
Yeah.
He's gone to almost every Comic-Con in his area.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Like I said, healthy living comes in so many different ways. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the best things that we do here.
It is. And if it fuels us from the inside out, we just have that invisible gas line that just keeps us happy and motivated and feeling good and loving what we're doing, who cares?
Exactly. Yeah. You are appreciated.
Absolutely. We really are. And speaking of appreciated, everyone who's donated to the KCIW radio station, we really, really do thank you. And it really is the only way that the radio station has made it this far with all this beautiful equipment in the station. If you've donated and you've never been into the KCIW radio station, we invite you to get in here, do a tour, bring your kids, bring your family, learn about radio, and just see how rewarding it is to be part of something more that you listen to. There's something more about radio. It's really tangible.
Well, I think a lot of people don't realize they have a voice. you know, and we're trying to give people their voice through us. Never mind, hey, you can come bring your own voice.
We have 3 empty microphones right across the way from us.
Not that we're lonely, but
There's room, there's space for everybody.
yes, absolutely a great point. Everybody should have a voice, does have a voice, and that's, I think, one of the things that we are trying to accomplish and facilitate.
Absolutely. Very much so. And so tell us a little bit more, because you do have a little bit of radio background. I'm not sure if we touched on that last show you were on with us.
We didn't a whole lot. It was more of a radio show as far as music in Key West.
Oh, nice.
Two of my very best friends had a show, and there would be, I think, 2.5 minutes of content between certain times of whatever we were playing.
Oh, cool.
For what's the Key West radio station? It's not KWEST. I can't remember at the moment off the top of my head. I apologize.
That's okay. I kind of put you on the spot with that one.
No, I know, and it's been a while. But that was really, it was a lot of fun, and it was a lot of letting other people know rather, what to do around the area in between great songs that we were playing.
Oh, so like the action-packed key, hook, and line and sinker of like, stay active, keep listening, go do cool stuff,
Yep.
tune in, stay tuned in for all the hot info.
Yeah. Meanwhile, here's your song. Dun, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
This is something that I prefer much better because we have so much more time for actual content, which I think the whole community needs.
We really do. We really do. Even I was listening to Joni Lindenmeyer's show that she has on, which she's a phenomenal radio DJ, host, character, personality, all just human being, just beautiful spirit. And she really had on a guest that was saying the same thing. Like, we just really need more time to listen, more time to really be present, and really set energy and time to like a digestion of our thoughts. Like, what do we just put in our body? Where is it going?
And those are thoughts. Doesn't have to be something in your belly.
Right.
And, you know, things in your mind. Like, how does that come in? Where does it go? And what do you do with it?
Exactly. That's very true. And that's kind of why, you know, it's these tools that we have here with the radio program is to just be that platform.
No, it's wonderful. I mean, and again, thank you, Mike.
Sound man. Yeah.
And everybody else who makes this possible, because it is needed. And it is something that a lot of people don't know about and can get information about and can make you happy in your day, you know? And that's one of the biggest things that we want to do on this show that I know.
Absolutely. And I'm trying to look up Michael's last name so we can give proper recognition. He's shaking his head at me. We'll get it on the next one. We are on the Quality Living program with Peaceful Support. I'm Amanda Whittemore. We have Ben McQuade in our studio, and he is a brand new host, radio personality that you'll be listening to more often. And you can always email contact@kciw.org. I'm not sure about you guys, but when I'm listening to radio talk, I love it. I'm intrigued. I've got it on. I turn it up a little bit louder so I can really hear what they're saying. But sometimes I have no idea what they're talking about or who the heck is in the studio.
Sure.
So if I repeat who I am and what I'm doing and what you're listening to, that's why.
She does not have ADHD or anything like that. It's all right.
That 5-minute, what just happened? Where am I?
Yeah.
Who am I?
No, you're fine.
Excellent. Okay, so we do have a topic of the day, believe it or not. And Ben, why don't you go ahead and introduce it for us?
Okay, and this could be a 2 to 3 to 4-parter, honestly.
Maybe for the rest of our life.
Could be.
Yeah.
It's about autism, and I'm going to preface this with I am not an expert in any way about anything I'm just talking about my family experience and people that I know that are in my extended family.
Okay.
It was first diagnosed in 1943. I think it's been misdiagnosed a lot. And I think there's been a stigma about it.
Okay.
And one of the things that I have found, and my family and the people that I know with this situation, because it's not a disease, I don't think, it's, in my mind, it's a hypersensitivity.
Right.
Of different, say we're all at, 50 when it comes to smell, taste, sound, all the senses.
Right.
A lot of autistic people have one of those ramped up to 160 or lower down to 0.
1,000,000%.
Yeah. So I've just found that they all have their own special gift. I have a cousin, for example. She's very socially awkward, but she's a champion downhill skier. I have another cousin who was socially awkward coming into his life, became an engineer, worked for the Salem Law Enforcement Department, and is doing amazing.
Yeah. It's definitely a broad spectrum of sensitivity levels, and I've experienced that in my life with multiple different people, within my own self, in different times, and I've recognized that depending on what we're doing, like you're talking about, like depending if it's acknowledged, accepted, accelerated, it could go any way.
Sure.
As with most of our talents, or what people may think is a disorder, or people may think is a disease. I mean, it could be cancer. We're talking about autism right now. However, when we treat something a certain way without quality, without peacefulness, without support, it's disruptive, and it just will ignite and fire and just disintegrate and just eat itself up. But if it's given love and respect and all the quality, peaceful yumminess, it blossoms into this beautiful garden.
And that's exactly why I wanted to bring it up on our show. I have one of my best friends, Darren McCaffrey, I was just with this past July for my friend's celebration of life. And his son, Patrick, is 16. And he is a very high-functioning but very autistic person. And at the end of the show, I would like to, send out his link because he is now becoming a chef.
Ooh!
Because he got the right environment. And he started out doing dishes, then making salads.
Right.
And he took a while, but all his salads were perfect.
Right.
No, they were. So now he's sauteing.
Oh, yeah.
And what I found out, I was talking to his dad, Dara, before I came here. They're going to Universal Studios in 3 days. I guess they have a program. I'm not sure how you get this, but anybody who wants to do this, who has an autistic child, they give you someone to walk with you through the park the whole time. And they get to ride the rides as long as they want. They don't have to wait in lines. They can do all these different things. Yes. I didn't know that either. Like literally just before I came here.
No way.
Yep. And again, I'm not sure what it's called or
how it works,
but it is completely possible.
Everything is possible.
Exactly.
Including nothing, but that is something.
Right? Yeah. We would high five right now.
Yeah.
But I thought that was just amazing because it just takes a little bit of extra time.
It does.
And I think a lot of that comes into with everything in healthy, healing living. And I mean, anything that we're trying to do, if you just take a little bit extra time, like we talked about in the first show, open a door for somebody, that kind of thing. But with autism, if you just take a little bit of time to take yourself back and put yourself in somebody else's shoes, per se, you can help figure out what they need and give it to them.
Right. Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I think, just don't want to have the time kind of thing. And it does take time. It does take understanding. Yeah. It does take all kinds of hits and misses, shall we say. But it's super, super possible. And my friend is going through a divorce at the moment. His 16-year-old autistic son is keeping him happy, guided, focused right now.
Of course.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I do, yeah.
they get us too.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, when given the space, absolutely. And it kind of reminds me, for some reason, I mean, we all go through the same things. Like when you were speaking about this scenario that he's, graduated from dishes to the salads to it's like, I can find that in my own self and my own experiences. I remember even doing that with you. And this is even kind of funnier, is Austin. Yep. I reached out to Austin. He's actually going to call in from Bend, Oregon and give us an update. And
nice.
He's like a savant. And when I think of somebody who's super intelligent and has different sensory units, I think of autism as a positive, yes, as something, as I guess, a special gift. And even if it's not physical, I just feel that those traits are like something really like superhero powers.
I absolutely agree. That's what I was saying about the levels of, if we're all at 50 for this,
yeah,
there's going to be 120, there's going to be 5, there's going to be all these other things.
Right.
And it's funny because I still keep in contact with Austin as well. Nice. No, I do. He was one of my absolute favorites that we worked with.
Me too. What's even funnier is when we weren't speaking the same language when I first started, even though we speak 3 languages in common. And Austin actually brought us in the back room and had us sit down till we could figure out how to be best friends.
And then we got it.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. That's funny.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so everything is possible. And it just takes somebody who sees the bigger picture to just sit down and take the time to show us the path that maybe, we know is more beneficial for us.
For sure. Because we always don't know, and especially when you're, helping other people, as we talked about in the last show, surviving versus living kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And when you're surviving, a lot of times you're just trying to help other people so you don't have to deal with your own stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But
that sucks.
You can't. It totally does. And it's totally, all you're doing is pushing that away. Whereas once you go, hey, okay, this person's telling me this, or, that and that, and wow, I get it. And that was easy. That was super easy.
Yeah. It's what's even more noticeable, not to get off the topic too much, but when we are on the Quality Living with Peaceful Support show, and it's just kind of just goes wherever we let it go. So we're okay with that. And so when we are talking about taking care of ourselves or taking care of others and being able to be responsive and see, okay, this needs attention, or be, what's the word? Starts with a P. Where you
receptive or
a different one.
Processing.
Prevent. Oh gosh, Amanda, what's the word?
Preventive maintenance.
No, I mean basically is what we're trying to say, but it's like when in a prediction where you can predict what they want, predictable actions. Yeah. And so, no matter who it is, if they're to be able to predict and see, and it's not necessarily predicting, it's reading the present.
Yes.
And seeing, okay, well, if I just hand him a water, he's probably going to live.
Because if you predict, you're putting your own thought into it. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you're just trying to perceive it, and be perceptive about it, then you're accepting their issue.
The present moment.
Yeah, and you're not putting yourself in there. And then you can help better.
Exactly. Yeah, makes a lot
I have found, anyway.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
Again, I am no expert on any of this, but it is so prevalent in not only my family, my friends' families, and I know it was misdiagnosed for a very long time. Like I said, 1943, Donald Triplett was the first person diagnosed with autism, and I'm sure there was so many people before him that were not diagnosed or misdiagnosed, and now, again, it's levels of perception and ability, and a lot of them are emotional, A lot of them are communicative, and a lot of people don't understand that. But if you just listen, learn, like, 'cause, a lot of autistic kids like to touch certain things, you know what I mean? Or don't want to touch.
Right. Yeah,
or,
yeah.
or don't in that way, But if you listen and if you just, take a step back.
Do you know the guy, Fred, I think is his name. Pardon me. I keep saying that, the guy. So I believe his name is Fred. He was on her show also. He has all the poodles.
I believe so, yeah.
And he drives around and he delivers these poodles to different locations, because when people with autism, all of us, no matter who we are, if we have anxiety or PTSD or whatever it is, we all go places. And we don't always have our cozy special chair or our special thermos or our nice cuddly blanket that calms us down. He brings these dogs to do support wherever he goes. And he always seems to find somebody who's, has PTSD moment or is going through an autism sequence or a phase where they're just having a meltdown. And these cuddle labradoodles. Yeah, they're trained to work with them.
And same thing with vets.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I have a lot of, I've come from a military family. I did not serve, but my brother did 2 tours in Afghanistan. My grandfather was a machine gunner in World War II. My father was a Marine at Parris Island. So all the PTSD is very similar in that same regard. And you can use the same techniques, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of the beauty of speaking about what we're talking about right now, just having a normal conversation about something that most people don't talk about or even take time to learn about, because these are all normal things that are just normal ways to support people in our community.
Don't be afraid, folks. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
There are so many people, especially here in the Brookings area, there are so many outlets and places of support for all kinds of things, us included.
Yeah. So give a call, 541-661-4098. We'll link you up if you don't have the resources, just a volunteer activity that we will provide. And also, volunteering is like the coolest way to actually get involved and learn about something or anything. You don't have to pay. You don't have to, sign up and be committed to any type of hours. It's just a real fancy way to say, hey, I'm here to learn about this.
Sure. Great way to put it. I would just like to add one more thing as well. My friend Dara's son, Patrick, he's Patrick McCaffrey. You can look him up on YouTube. And he's at P. McMaster. And that is his basically cooking channel that you can find. And he is awesome. He did a whole, when he first got 200 followers.
Oh my gosh.
He did a whole hey, da-da-da-da-da, like infomercial about it.
Oh my gosh.
And again, he is helping take care of his dad right now.
Tell me what it is so I can look it up on YouTube.
It is at P. McMaster.
I just put at.
P.
Oh, wait, the at or round sign.
Yep, capital P.
Capital P. M-C. M-A-S-T-E-R.
There's another Patrick McCaffrey that plays basketball for Iowa State. Not the same guy.
Cooking show. We're going to have to search through the YouTube because...
It is, but he's wonderful. And again, because my friend is going through a divorce at the moment, and that's what I'm saying about, autistic people being in tune with us, more than we're in tune with them.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think a lot of times they get it more than we do, honestly.
Because they have different senses that they're connected with.
Exactly.
I'm trying to find this cooking show right now. Can they go to where he works at the restaurant and enjoy his presence?
Yes, and that's what we'll do on the next show when we do the follow-up.
Okay.
Because again, there's a lot more to talk about this subject.
Okay.
I knew this wasn't going to be easy to do in 28 minutes.
Okay.
So I would like us to do another, at least a half version of it.
YouTube Yeah, absolutely.
But
We
yeah.
could definitely do that.
Patrick McCaffrey, YouTube, look him up. He's awesome.
How
and
exciting.
he, just for a quick example, I know we're running out of time. So I had a bunch of change in my pocket because I stayed with them when I was in Florida for my friend's celebration of life. And I had all this change, and I'm like, hey, does Patrick have a change jar? He's like, well, no, but just leave it on his bed. I'm like, I'm not going to leave it on his bed. So I left it on his nightstand with a $5 bill. And he's like, Uncle Benzo, thank you for the money. I love you. And it was one of the best things that could have possibly been said to me at that time.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, I love it. And highlighting the achievements that we make, the simplest ones or the most extravagant ones. Like, when we look at an achievement as an achievement, like it's to be celebrated, celebrate each day, bring in a little bit more appreciation for yourself and the quality that you have around you. Some people, when they show up to my yoga classes, they don't realize that they're able to do the things. And I said, the fact that you made it to class is a miracle. Let's celebrate that everyone's in class today and we all clap and we're so grateful that we made it. I mean, the simplest things, just celebrate.
Just to get there. Be present.
Be present. And this looks like the best cooking show ever. We're going to hear more all about it on our next episode. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, listeners.
Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah, woohoo! KCIW 100.7.